Hey, what's going on there, guys? Cloud of Truth here, back with some more Battlefield 4 gameplay, and today I've got a round of rush defense for you all on Dawnbreaker. Now I'm going to be using the support class, obviously, and I've got the MG4 and the remote mortar. Almost said the M224 like I was playing Battlefield 3 again. Oh man, we are way past that, aren't we? Using the remote mortar here, and I'm going to be talking about kind of a great strategy that I like to do on this map for rush defense that works really well, and that is whip this bad boy out and just start dropping shells on the enemy's head. Dawnbreaker's kind of a tricky rush map. It's pretty close quarters for the most part in terms of the really the areas of engagements, but it has this one starting off base where the attackers kind of have to jump off a ledge down into the open street when they want to push up, and so a lot of guys aren't going to do that, and if they are, they're going to bunch up behind what's little cover that's there because they're going to get shot at, and so it allows guys that use mortars to really allow to basically keep the enemies from pushing up too far, because they get mortar shells dropped on their heads like, oh crap, we got to move back, or you got to move basically, and it also allows you to pick up a couple of kills that perhaps may save your teammates. Now, as you see, what I'm doing right here is I spawn in the first time, and I dropped all 5 shells. Then usually I get off and kind of check around, make sure my teammates aren't getting overrun. It's another reason why it's great to play the support class. You have a LMG, like the MG4 here with 200 rounds. You have even some that if they have even 100 rounds, I mean, it's a light machine gun. You can suppress your enemies really well, and allows your team rather to kind of regain themselves sometimes. If a couple of them have been killed and the enemies are pushing forward, you can suppress them down and make sure the enemies aren't pushing up too far. They'll kind of keep their heads ducked and, oh crap, we got a guy ahead. Using an LMG allows your team to kind of recuperate and push back forward and drive the enemies back from the positions they pushed up at. So once I kind of realize that and secure in terms of their positioning, they're not pushing up too far. I'm keeping a very watchful eye. You see me kind of sometimes look down like that. I'm just watching vehicles, making sure, hey, these guys aren't getting too close. I will stay in the mortar as long as I feel like I can safely do that without risking the fact that there may be some enemies pushing up into our base. Now, I don't have anything for this lap because I don't have C4. I've got the mortar equipped, but I do have an MG4, which will definitely rip through that guy right there. Now, I realize they're pushing close to Alpha, so I'll run up here and unfortunately this guy with a 416, a very powerful and solid weapon in Battlefield 4, does take me out, and I do something here in just a second that some people I know don't really like, but in this situation I feel like it's definitely warranted. Our squad gets wiped right here, and I decided to go ahead and switch squads. Reason being is that we've got three support guys and an assault guy in our squad. And these guys, we're not coordinated. I don't know these guys. I'm playing solo right now, so we don't have any kind of coordination with each other. So I just kind of jumped squads right here to a squad that seems to be a little bit more competent. They are playing different classes in the sense of they're trying to use their effective roles to help our team win. And that's why I switched squads right there, and I'm spawn back in, pick up 2 kills before before getting dropped right there by the AK-5C. And these guys are pushed up really far, so I'm kind of worried right here that they're going to take the base. In a last-ditch effort, we have a spawn back in on a recon who is going after their lab with some C4, and thankfully he does manage to take him out. And this is when you go true noob version noob fight. You guys remember that Battlefield Friends episode where it's just holding down the trigger? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. It is just straight up hold down trigger, pick up a couple kills right there finally before the match does end. So that's kind of my thoughts so far when it comes to rush defense here on Dawnbreaker. Spawning with the mortar, give that thing a shot, hop in it to start off the match, drop some shells on your enemies' heads, but obviously make sure that your team is not getting overrun, they're not getting flanked. If they are, stop, get off the mortar, basically peek outside of doorways, fire some shots downrange, even if you're not hitting anyone. If you're just trying to suppress your enemies down, making sure that they're not pushing up too far, they're keeping their heads ducked under cover, so it allows your team, perhaps that got overrun, to recuperate and push back forward. That's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Take care. See you all next time.